Alright, this is a update on the saltwater molly breeding project. As you can see from prior videos, these guys have been moved into a slightly larger 5.5 gallon tank, which is working out really nicely. And I'll just go through some of the changes and what I have been doing. So let's take a closer look.
From this moment on, you will now be known as Sharkbait.
Sharkbait! Ooh-ha-ha!
Welcome, brother Sharkbait.
Sharkbait! Ooh-ha-ha!
Enough with the Sharkbait.
Sharkbait! Ooh! Bump.
First and foremost, you'll notice that I have utilized the DIY filter pad method in addition to the sponge filter that I brought over from the last tank. Now, the reason that I did this is actually two reasons. One reason, I never utilized this sort of filtration before, but I have noticed other people in the hobby that utilize it and have had great results because the large filter media for biological media. This gal just loves following me. This little fishy here. But anyway, greater bacterial colony on this larger surface area means cleaner water, means better filtration because I'm not using a power filter, I am using air-driven filtration. So as you can see, the water is much clearer than it was in the last system. It's really quiet. The only noise that you really get now is from the bubbling of the Danio tank over there next to it. That bubbling makes a lot of noise, and the pump, because the pump, if I can get you a better shot, the pump is rather old. It's a really small pump. Let me pick up the tripod, but it's an old pump that I had. I actually bought a newer pump, but then after I got home and looked through my vast amounts of stuff, as you know, all of we hobbyists keep tons of equipment, I had that pump there, and it's doing a job. It was running all 3 tanks, so I says, what the heck? Yeah, the greater filter area keeps the tank much cleaner, and I really wanted to see this method of filtration in action because using an air-driven pump, A, saves power, B, it saves you money, and C, I am a big advocate of bacterial filtration over the mechanical in a tank that's small because I'm doing most of my mechanical filtration by doing the water changes, and it has been giving me great results. I have never really dedicated myself to breeding fish, as most of my friends and colleagues will tell you, and this has been really cool for me. So I've had a great time. This water is 1.025. It's reef salinity completely. It's not brackish, and they have been in here since well, they've been saltwater since February. This tank has been running, I just switched it over about a week ago, and they are much happier. They have much more swimming space, and I think I've even seen a few more fry pop up here and there. If you take a closer look, you can see like quite a few of these guys swimming around. My original little shorties have gotten bigger. Pardon my lack of grammar. They have gotten larger, and the only reason I kept this basket in here is to kind of discourage the parents from eating the fry. And they may have, I have still seen fry popping up, but I probably would have had more fry if I capture all of them and move them into the basket, which I will do. I just have not seen a direct need for that, but you know, going forward I probably will do that. And these guys have been doing great. When I changed over the tank, it was funny because it was just running with this sponge filter, there was a lot of sediment in certain spots on the ground, and the tank was so small it was hard to clean it out without really risking sucking fry up. But with this larger surface area and the clean base, it's really cool. It's been really fruitful for me. I'm pretty happy with the results, and I'm going to be moving some of these fry into the basket only because I do worry about the parents picking on them. But I've gotten mostly white molly fry. I have a few grays, which I think are turning black. If you look closely there, you'll see that's one of my grays. It may turn out to be a marble. Since I haven't really dedicated myself to doing this before, I haven't had the opportunity to study them on a day-to-day, week-to-week basis. So it's really cool, man. And these guys, since they are 100% salt, you know, I can move them to any of my salt systems without worrying about issues. So I'm going to probably, as they get bigger, I'll probably move them into the sumps of my other tank, my tank upstairs. And I'm going to try to crossbreed some of these mollies with a few different species, like the lyre tail or the sailfin or the koi like coloration. I have another pair outside in the 70-gallon pond project, but they're freshwater, and they've already paired up, as you can see if you've watched the other videos. So I'm gonna see what fry I get out of that system versus this system, and I'll keep you posted on that. But other than that, the filtration is doing well, the lighting is doing well. I got rid of the other LED and I moved to this 20-watt LED for two reasons. A, I can control it with the timer. The other light was a push button, which drove me nuts. This one is working through the Fishbit system. I haven't got a lot of updates on the Fishbit system because they're still working on they're working on a newer model, and I didn't want to jump ahead and try to release information before they finalized it. But anyway, the light is being controlled by the Fishbit, as this light is being controlled by the Fishbit, and there's the brain module there for the Fishbit controller, and the lighting is good. As you can see, guppy grass, green as ever. The chaetomorpha doesn't seem to be growing, but I think the chaeto really needs to have a lot of circulation in order to encourage it to grow. So, but it's not dying, so it's doing well. You can see more of the chaeto in the breeding basket. The fish love it. They sleep in it. The food that settles out, you know, I found bloodworms in there. Saltwater worms, bloodworms in there, so that was pretty cool. They don't bother the fish, so I'll give that a thumbs up as far as the lighting. Let me focus. What else can I tell you? Going to the larger tank is saving me on power, because after a while I may just move these guys to my main tank. I was trying to breed them, but I don't know, I gotta go to my buddy Gene, who's the expert on breeding these guys. As you can see, the prep definitely got eggs. Like this one's got eggs. The leopard, there's another female in there definitely full of eggs. I got these that Gene breeds, and this one may be actually developing eggs. This must be a female here, maybe developing eggs. You can pretty much, I've learned how to differentiate them pretty quickly. Especially in a smaller system. But I think I probably have too much water in here to have conducive to breeding. But I don't know if I'm going to continue that or dedicate more space to the Molly project. If you want to chime in, feel free to do so. But as I always say, I'm not a proponent of having a lot of tanks. I'm not a tank room type of guy. I like my man cave. It's a mess right now, but you know, it is what it is. I like just a little space for my tanks, and it gives me more time to focus on individual situations. The frag tank is looking like a hot mess, and I'm gonna make a video just to that, which I've started working on. It's a hot mess. What else can I tell you? That's about it. Fish are doing well. I want to get another breed of Molly. If you guys have any ideas as far as cool strains to crossbreed, I definitely want to look at like the koi type of orange Mollies. The Dominoes, I have quite a few, not Dominoes, Dalmatians, not Dominoes, pardon me, I'm losing my mind. The Dalmatians I like, but it's something you regularly see, and I'm going to breed these strictly for starter fish for reef beginners, because the damsels get really aggressive, and these guys are excellent at algae control. As you can see, there is no algae build up in here, and to tell you the truth, I have not cleaned this glass since I set this up. So you know, another testament to either the light or the consistent water changes keeping the nutrients under control. So that's a good thing. And that will be it for this update. If you have any questions, post them below. I'm trying to keep up with these videos, but as you know, life gets in the way, and I got a family, and family always comes first. Got kids that gotta have events to do and things like that. So this is my downtime where I can sit and give you guys updates on the fish and try to get up the forums, but the live forums are always at times when I'm at work, and homie need a job to pay for all of this stuff, so I can't stop the job to be in those live streams most of the time. And it is what it is. So once again, click that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, click the bell so that you'll be notified of updates, and that's it, babe. So till next time, this is D signing off with a freshwater / saltwater update, and really having fun breeding these fish. Alright, so till next time, I'm out. See ya! I wonder if I should start naming these little guys. They're getting big. I'm out.